Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to today's episode. Look, y'all see who we got over here, bro. And for those of my fellow brethren and sisters in Ghana, you know who this face is. This guy took the news by storm with his story, continuing to inspire us every single day.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going to have an amazing conversation, bro. This thing has been coming for about over a year.
That is true. That is true.
Now we are here.
Now
We're
we are
ready to
here.
have this conversation. So, yeah, without further ado, sit back, relax, enjoy, but most importantly, take notes.
Yeah.
Tyrone.
Yeah, finally we are here.
Oh, bro, finally.
So it's
yo.
not easy.
Charlie.
I was on the phone telling a friend that today is a busy day, but I don't think there's a chance to move this forward anymore.
There we go.
It's
It
a year.
had to be.
It
Even
has
the
to
way
be.
that all of this came about.
Yeah.
You guys, let me
A
tell
lot
you
of
something.
things.
It was it was very serious. Funny enough, how I knew this is. Let's take this back.
Let's take it
Before
back.
you even came to Philadelphia, funny enough, when I knew that I was going to Drexel, right, I saw on Instagram that you had posted some posts be that I'm going to UPenn and
I
things.
did.
Yeah, you feel like,
Oh,
hey,
yes,
Charlie,
I
the guy
did.
is here. Then I told my roommates, like, this guy is here. Oh,
I am
let
here,
me
yeah.
do some connection here and there. Then lo and behold, I told my brother, like, oh, just so you know,
Tyrone.
Tyrone is here. Yeah. And he was like, okay, cool. Oh, you know what? I saw him some few days ago, and I talked to him and this and that. We exchanged numbers. I'm like, see how all this is happening? All this is just like moving together.
Yeah, let's just
And
put
then
it together.
moving forward, we just started trying. And I met him at one of these Independence Day parties. I think that we had.
Yes.
Then we just started chatting from there. Then Thanksgiving came. I said, "Oh, boss,
Thanksgiving, yeah.
podcast, let's go and do it." Then it just happens to be this time.
It just happens
So
to be today.
welcome to the show.
Yeah,
my
thank you.
brother.
Thank you. I'm glad I made it. Yeah.
Straight up. So look, we have a question that we ask all of my guests when they come on the show. It's a very simple,
That's fine.
kind of question. You know, question is this: who is Tyrone?
That is not a simple question, but I'll try my best to answer. I think on paper, I'm a Ghanaian, and I'm triplets, and I'm studying computer engineering at the University of Pennsylvania. I studied general science at Achimota School, and I grew up exploring engineering. So currently I'm studying computer engineering here at Penn. Hobbies, I like engineering stuff. Tearing them apart, putting them together, and so on. And maybe traveling, sleeping. But yeah, that's on paper.
I love that. And honestly, for those who do not know Tyrone, his story is something that is inspiring. And to this day,
I guess
it continues to inspire people,
Yeah.
And this is what I want to get into first off, for those who are watching and they're not entirely familiar with who you are and necessarily what it is that you're doing right now. Could you give them some context as to who you are?
Context. I think for context, there are two parts of, in quotes, the story or my story. There is the one that you would easily find everywhere, Wikipedia and everywhere. But then there's the one before that. So I'll talk of the one that is available, which is that let's say it's 2021 thereabouts, and I finish junior high school. I get grade 6, which is gets me into my first choice, and that is Achimota School to pursue general science. But the problem is, if you're a Ghanaian going to a public school in Ghana, you need to cut your hair, and it's either you cut your hair or I don't know. There's just no other option, And so in my case, I had to also cut my hair, which I refused. And so my parents came in. There was also another Rastafarian, also with the same issue with Achimota School. So the matter went into the media. It got into the courts, and it was about for 2 months, 3 months in the courts. So when we won, that was when I got to start high school, senior high school. So I think the very first day was end of semester exams.
Wow.
Yeah.
The first day of school was end of semester.
Yeah, they had
exams.
started already. They were like 30 minutes into the paper.
So what did you do?
I wrote.
You wrote the exam. How did
I wrote. So I went there, and there was a journalist. I always remember her. And when the officials asked that, Tyrone, we understand if you cannot write the exams, it's okay. Let's just not go into the details, but it's fine. We understand. Then the journalist, oh, he will write. I said,
Huh?
who will write? So my dad was there and he was like, oh yes, I believe my son. I trust my son. He's going to write. And at that time, my heart had been pounding seriously from the court case. Because if you think about it, this is actually not a school that I was in court with. There was the Attorney General. There were all the big people I could actually imagine with respect to the case. They were all there and so on. So I think the first paper was elective ICT. And mind you, when I was going there, I was thinking of pursuing biology, not ICT.
Wow.
So even if I was studying before, there is no chance I studied for ICT. But that was the first paper.
Wow.
And we wrote all 11 papers in the 7 days.
All 11 papers?
Yes.
So you came at the beginning of exams and you just write all the papers?
All the papers. I remember for elective physics, elective math, I had to ask for the names of the textbooks from friends. As of then, it was a Friday. It was a Friday, yes. And I wrote the first paper. So I took the list. The Saturday, Sunday, we got all the books and I studied for all the remaining subjects because I only knew of the core subjects. Electives, no. You will not easily find them online. We got the books, we studied, and we wrote the exams.
Hey.
So that was the start.
No. Actually, now I have a question. Like this one, sorry, we don't have to air, we don't have to air, but Charlie, so the exam that you to go right after not revising anything, you bomb or you no bomb?
I did well. I think I did well. And that is because exam score, there were 11 subjects and I got 10 A's from the exam score. The other one which I didn't get an A was English because I should have read a textbook. No, I think a storybook. There's no way you can fabricate.
No. Wait. Hold on. No.
So that was a hard limit. But yes, I did, yeah.
10 is.
Yes,
from
10 is
straight to school.
from the exam, the exam score, yeah. That's it.
How did that come about? Is it that you had learned everything the night before?
That's why I said we had to buy the textbook. The physics that I bought I topped the class for physics and elective math too. Yes, I was the highest in my class.
So now I just, because this is like it's mind-boggling to me. Was it like in the meantime, as you were going on with the case, you were learning in preparation, or was it as soon as they announced the verdict that you said, "Hey, let me come and start learning"?
Every time I've had to answer that question, but when we put things in perspective, you notice that the 2 months or 3 months that we're going to court, at the same time I was also doing interviews. A lot of the TV stations. So even if I was studying, there was very little time. That's number one. Number two, if I was studying, then the textbooks, there was no need to get that list to buy because then I was studying. But no, honestly, I wasn't studying because it was from a background where you just don't even know. You don't have that well-being.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things already going on your mind. And it's not like you are idle to get to study, but no, I wasn't studying. I wish I were, but I wasn't.
And how did you deal with the pressure of like finally like coming to a school after taking that same school to court? How did you cope with that being in your first day and like even merging with the rest of the students and being friends with them?
That's interesting, but I think a lot of things were a bit rushed because the first day was exams, and then so my first semester lasted 7 days or 11 days. I think no, it has to be 7 days or 11, one of those numbers, and that was it. And we went home for about 3 months. Yes. So first of all, it was just those few days that I had to interact with students, and we went home for 3 months. During those 3 months, there was, I think, the National Science and Math Quiz group, where if you are interested, you join the group. So I was also there. I could see conversations happening. I didn't really know anyone, to be honest, but it gave that buffer. So when the semester resumed, when we got back, I didn't know people, but I knew that, this person exists. This person also existed. And we took it from there.
Wow. Yeah. One thing that strikes me about your story is that when we listen and we watch these things that go on, somebody would think that you would have a lot of like, I wouldn't say hatred, but dislike towards the school who tries to challenge you to come and deny your education.
It's more natural to
But
that way.
I see you posting about the school, pushing the school forward, putting the school on the map, literally.
Yeah, we're doing our part.
How? Why? What came on? What happened to you that changed how you saw the school?
I think not much, because I like from the outside perspective, like you watch the story, but I lived the story, and so I know the fine details of everything. When I first got into Achimota School, there was an official, and then he was like, Tyrone, this was like not on camera or anything, but he said, look, we know what has happened in the past. Let's just put everything in the past and let's start from scratch. So he is like on the board, right? He's a faculty there, and he's saying, let's put everything in the past. So I did not see a reason. And secondly, if I wanted to retaliate or anything, what possibly is there to do? Because I remember they took the case. There was an appeal case even after we won.
Wow.
I'm like, I just want to graduate. That's all.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know where the appeal is now. But
they're still appealing right now.
I hope not. But the last time I checked, they were. Yeah.
No, but that's honestly crazy. And honestly, like from my perspective, I think the best form of retaliation, quote and unquote, is showing them that they were right to bring you to the school. You know, because you did well.
That was true, but I think for a lot of the things, it was already in my long-term plan. Due to a lot of circumstances, because I think last weekend I was speaking with a friend from like high school. That's about 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And we were speaking of the computer that I built. And he was like, I'm not so sure, but I remember you were building a wind generator when you were like, I think 13. I said, yes, that is true. And so if that is somebody who I've known, or we've known each other for more than 10 years. So if on the outside, you know, I'm saying, yeah, I want to study hard and, you know, pass the SAT, it's not something I'm now starting. It's been in the past for years ago. So it was like a natural journey that I was pursuing anyway. So yes, we've gone to court. We've done things. I was still going to do engineering regardless. And so as long as I get the chance, pursue
forgiveness and focus.
Forgiveness, I honestly, I don't know if it's the right set of words, but I genuinely didn't care much. Like,
so it's just like out of sight, out of mind. You're focused on what's in front of you.
I don't really care.
Wow, that's very interesting. I didn't know what was going on in your head in that moment. You know, and
nothing.
You were just focused.
Yeah, I was just focused. Nothing was going on in my head.
Wow. You know, there's something else I want to get into, and that's how you ended up at the University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
How did that even come across your table as this was a destination? Did you have that planned already?
Nope. I didn't know anything about the SAT. I didn't know anything.
Really?
No.
So what happened?
At the time of getting into Achimota School, or even studying the first year, I thought scholarships worked where somebody texts you or somebody reaches out to you. So if you have an email, then somebody finds you there and says, look, there's a school here called the University of Pennsylvania, and we think you are a good fit. Here's a full scholarship. Come study. Genuinely, that's what I thought. And nothing like that came. Nobody was texting. Like, guys, I'm sure I'm a good student.
Just waiting for them.
What is happening? So, but there was one man who reached out. That is Mr. Akins. Okay. So he is in Ghana. He has been doing the SAT for the last 2 decades.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And he reached out. And you know my problem with communication? Oh, yes. His message was in my... It's not something I'm proud to admit, but that's what happened.
It was just in the inbox.
It was in the inbox like 3 months. So I saw the text. I was like, hi. I saw your text. What's up? I was like, yeah, Tyrone, it's been a while. Yeah, come over to my place where we run the SAT.
Yeah.
And so that very first day I went there, I didn't know what the I mean, I didn't even know what the SAT was.
Oh wow.
It was like, yeah, let's take a trial test and let's assess how good you are. Like, but I've not even practiced. I've not even prepared. So I took it with him, and he was like, okay, fine, the scores are chill. So I'll cover everything to do with the SAT. So he made sure that for all the SAT tests I needed to take, all the preparations. There was one time he drove me all the way to the bookshop, the library.
Hey.
Yeah, when I said I wanted to do the science and math quiz, he was like, let's get you all the books that you need.
So he took you there.
Yes, it was like his personal project.
Yo, shout out,
He's an
bro.
amazing man. Yeah, Mr. Akins in Ghana, Akins Consult. So he was like, I think he wasn't like he was the man who introduced me to the SAT in general. So when I went there, I met a lot of amazing people. I like to admit that Mr. Richard Amuzu, he was like I don't want to say therapist, but he was, because a lot of things were happening, and he was like, I would just dump every kind of information I can think of that, I went to class today, and you know what happened? He was the one making sure I was doing well.
I see.
And so forth. So yeah, that's how I got into the SAT journey.
And then from there, and then UPenn, it just...
Even from there, there was also another man. That is Mr. Ferdinand Kwesi.
Oh, wow.
So he is with YAF Ghana, and so it was a series of actions. It's like for my final, or what UPenn saw was from Mr. Ferdinand Kwesi, Mr. Kwesi, right? So it was both of them doing amazing work to make sure that we need to get you out of here.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. So that's both of them.
I see.
Making sure I get here.
And then as you reached here, coming straight from Ghana,
yeah, Ghana.
How has the adjustment been in your first year?
I'm still adjusting. I am still adjusting. It's been rough. It's been rough, and it's been rough because you know how, if let's say there's a class and you want to hear people's perspective, what do you think about this class? They could say it is easy. It is easy because maybe they all took A levels, they all took some form of high school education, so they genuinely think it's easy.
Yeah.
But I'm coming from WASI. WASI isn't inferior per se, but it's slightly a different pathway.
Okay.
Yeah. So when they say it's easy, I will do it. I'm like, I'm not sure this is easy. And truly it's not. But by that time, you've probably endured one whole semester of very hard things that you're not supposed to ordinarily do per your background. So yeah, adjusting. I am still adjusting.
Wow.
It's not like it's broken or no.
Yeah.
It's not even about that.
So what would you say to somebody who is thinking about coming to study in America, and they're coming from Ghana, and they're like, okay, how is it gonna be like? How do I adjust? How do I make friends? What do you say?
I think you make a lot of friends. Penn has a lot of students from different backgrounds, so you meet a lot of people. I'm sure it's from every country out there, or the majority of the countries. And so even if you don't find people from your country, you will find people who are always willing to help the faculty. Because I hate to admit, but in freshman year, I think I never went to office hours because I didn't know what they were for. I always hear when you are struggling, you go to office hours. But in Ghana, we don't define struggling, first of all. So you might be struggling, but you don't know you are struggling in the first place, in which case you wouldn't seek support. So I think it took me a while to adjust, especially when I became a TA myself.
Oh, wow.
And students will come with assignments like, I don't understand anything. And I will do all the assignments with them. I'm like, wait, you can do this too? Where if you don't understand an assignment, you don't have to struggle.
Yeah.
You can actually reach out and get help.
Wow.
So all those were learning experiences for me. It's like, okay.
I think even that act of even asking for help, learning how to ask for help, because you can't do this all on your own if you're just in your room and doing all these things. I see.
You just can't.
I see. So to the people who are thinking of coming here, you have to learn how to ask.
They'll be fine. I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm more
If
than
Tyrone had
certain.
said you'll be fine, you'll be fine.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Plain and simple. But you
Yeah.
see, this guy when he came, you were telling me just a little bit of what he's been up to, in this schooling. So for my audience and my brothers and sisters who are here and are watching, tell us what's all the things that Tyrone is up to in this day and age.
This day, that's interesting, but I have this passion project that I've been working on, which is a computer that I'm building from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say from scratch, I've seen a lot of similar projects, but then they use ready-made ICs, integrated circuits. I don't want to start from there. I want to look at the PCB board or whatever form factor that I build it in and know that, okay, if I'm going to add two numbers, it is this part of the circuit that is going to add two numbers. The electrons are going to pass to this component and get to the other one. So that is the level where I'm designing.
Wow.
So I designed the first part, which was the 8-bit ALU, and I posted that on my LinkedIn.
Yeah.
For me, I was just keeping public record, housekeeping.
Yeah.
And then I saw it in the news. I was like, oh, it must be impressive then.
You were just trying to just post to make sure everything is in order.
Yeah, because if you look at the post I made, if I want to post something where I want to post about it, or perhaps do that on my Twitter account or maybe Instagram or something, not LinkedIn.
Yeah.
LinkedIn is like my resume.
Yeah.
And so I posted, so this is what I've achieved and so on. And then I went to class. And I was there, then a friend sent a news article. Said, have you seen this? I said, no, I have obviously not seen this. And I was like, okay, fine. But it was a good experience. It was an amazing experience. It's still ongoing. So I'm turning it into a RISC-V computer, a 32-bit RISC-V computer.
So for context, could you give me something? What does that mean?
Okay, so I look at a computer from the very bare scratch.
Okay.
So there's what we'll look at it from. We can split a computer into different parts, input and output, memory. We can also look at the computational part of a computer. And the computational part, there's a part that needs to do calculations, for instance, which is the arithmetic and logic unit, which basically means it can do arithmetic computations and it can do logic computations.
Yeah.
So that block that does it is the ALU, and that's what I designed first. And the size of what it can compute is what gives it maybe the name 8-bit ALU or 32-bit ALU. So the ALU I have designed it's the ALU part that supports, right now it supports 32 operations. Initially it was 19 operations for 8-bits. About 3,480 MOSFETs. But then one dawn, I was redesigning it. I was like, wait, I can actually redesign it completely and use a lookup table design instead of like an actual hardcore design that if I want to AND two numbers, let me build an AND gate. If I want to NOR two numbers, let me build a NOR gate.
Yeah.
But apparently you can build one multiplexer that would just do all of it for you.
Wow.
And that cuts the transistors from 3,500 to 722.
Wow. And I'm assuming that's a good thing.
That's an amazing thing.
Wow.
That is an amazing thing. And sometimes I look at it on my resume. I wish I could just put that line on my resume and leave everything out.
Just put it there.
Yeah.
I think your resume is...
Because a serious cut down from... Imagine being told that you want to build a house.
Yeah.
You need to pay $3.5 million to build the house. And somebody tells you that, look, we can, instead of using $3.5 million, we will use only $720,000 to build the same house with no difference.
Wow.
Or no difference that you would, no difference. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's what's happening.
I think that's very necessary. That's necessary context to what it is that you've done.
Compressed it completely.
Wow. That's
and
very,
that's the
very
ALU part. I will deal with the RISC-V. For the RISC-V, I don't plan to build registers from. That's insanity. It's not. I wouldn't do that.
So I'm sure that when you even thought about this idea of building something like this, I'm sure that what you thought about is not in line with how it's going. How have you managed to still keep on track? You know, what is keeping you on this journey?
I love to build. That is something, and I think I always tell my friends my ideal work environment is like some garage, somewhere where I get to hold tools, I get to build something. Because growing up in Ghana, there was a time where my family were staying on a bus for like 3 years, and we didn't have electricity on the bus. So we needed to charge phones, we needed to get electricity one way or the other. And so as of those times, I was still experimenting. I was like, wait, if the battery, I see they've written 12 volts on it. And the phones, I see they've written 5 volts on it. If I can step the 12 volts into 5 volts, theoretically, I should be able to charge the phones. And I think those 2 years, 3 years, we're staying on the bus. So I basically dropped out of school regardless. So I think I saved up money, went to an electrical shop in Ghana, but I remember the IC I got, LM7805. I got that one, and I got Zener diodes connected. And so it was these keypad phones. I would Google search, do my research on that one. It says connect the Zener diode to this and that, and you can charge your phone. So those times I was building so the whole bus, the lights that were inside were LED scraps that I found around. Maybe I'm walking, I'm playing, I see an LED. When I see an LED, I know what it can do for me. So I got them, put them inside the bus, and then charged them with phone batteries. So the whole bus for like the 2 years, 3 years was powered with phone batteries. And the phone batteries, every day I had to charge them. There was a wind generator that we had, and we'll get into that. But for now, there was a wind generator. So what I would do is that I would get this stick, put it into the wind generator, and turn it. Because a wind generator is supposed to be powered by a wind, the wind. But we don't have the repellers yet. So I would get the stick, turn it around for like 2 hours every day to charge the phone batteries, which would be used to power the LEDs at night. That's what I was doing.
And were you the only one in your family who knew how to do these things?
My dad worked on wind generators in Germany, right? So when I was like 13, 14, there was actually a video he posted some days ago on Facebook where I was building a wind generator. Because when I tell people that I built a wind generator when I was 13, it sounds like those stories where I started a company with a grain of rice. Like, no, I did build.
There's evidence.
It is there. There is evidence. So that evidence is there where he taught us like how to build a wind generator. So I think that foundation, programmed me in a way to be first principles thinker. Because if I look at anything, for instance, pure computer science, I don't know if I'm a good fit for computer science, especially when I have to work with libraries.
Oh, wow.
Because the moment I have to import something, what are we importing? What is inside that library that we're importing? It will just be too much for me. It's hard for me to ignore. I have to put in a lot of effort. So, yeah, that kind of background tuned my thought for first principles thinking. So if I'm building a computer, I don't want to use a pre-made adder. No, I want to build it with my XOR gate and my AND gate. Even the AND gate and the XOR gate, I want to build them from scratch because that's what I'm used to.
Wow. I don't know if you're very much familiar with the Bible, like some of the stories that go in the Bible. But like, when I'm listening to you, I don't know why I'm thinking about Joseph. Like, it comes to mind. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not even like the struggles. It's like
the struggles.
It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. It's happening to kind of give you that foundation. That had it not been for those situations where you had to really step out of your comfort zone and learn,
step far from your comfort zone,
like run outside, fly outside the comfort zone.
You don't see comfort anywhere.
That I feel like those form the foundation of you now seeing that, oh, I can do this. I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
all of this before.
Yeah, I've
I
done it.
can do
I've done
more
it
now.
before. Yeah.
I really do believe that that's something that's there, and this is kind of like a message that I also want to share with you guys. The things that's going on here.
Yeah.
It's like the things that are happening to you, it's
That's
not
true.
happening to you, it's happening for you. It's a mindset shift that needs to occur in order for these experiences to be beneficial to you.
I
You know,
agree, yeah.
because I think just in anybody in those situations, like they could just give up and then just say
yes.
it's done, it's over.
It's over.
But
It's
the
over.
adaptability and the fact that you're able
Extreme.
to pivot, this is like to the absolute extreme end.
It was the extreme end.
But honestly, like I really do believe that this story is something that is super inspiring. It is so powerful. And you know, when you told me, I'm going to just put this business out there just a little bit, you know, something small.
Yeah.
You told me you're doing undergrad, bachelor's and masters.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yes,
To
at
end
the
in 4
same
years.
time. Yes.
So what's the master's in?
The master's is in electrical engineering.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but the thing is on record, like I'm still in the process of getting it, but it's something that a lot of Penn students do. At
Bachelor's
some
and
point.
masters.
Bachelor's and masters combined.
And I'm sure that the workload now is even crazier.
Oh wow, the computer engineering, a lot of them switched to either CS or electrical, and at freshman year I didn't know why, but now I
now you see
I know
why.
why. Yeah, I see why.
Do you sleep?
I try to. I try to, but my sleep schedule is very inconsistent. It's very bad.
And what about your diet? Are you keeping fit? Are you eating the right food? Are you? Because it seems as if like the work is like this, and you are managing. How is that?
I think I'm used to a lot of things from my past life.
Oh, okay.
So like I just survive in so many instances. Once I was telling the story to a friend and he was like, wait, so you said there was a whole public attention from BBC everywhere.
Yeah.
How did you feel? Was it not overwhelming?
Yeah.
Did you not need a therapist? That was the first question. I said, not really. I didn't need a therapist because as of then I had, been through stuff. It was a lot of hard stuff that I had been through, family-wise, even education-wise. Because I
Really?
remember there was a point where I was kind of like the youngest in my class for every class that I was in. And if you think about it, Ghanaian schools, when you do well, they want to move you ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I was to put all of that in perspective, I should have completed high school somewhere around 14, 15.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Was it? No, I should have finished senior high school. High school is still junior. Senior high school somewhere around 17, 18.
Yeah.
But I was now starting Achimota School at 17.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have not seen it all, but I've seen something.
Yeah.
So when I put things in perspective, when I'm here and I'm working hard, let's say, because the ALU project, for instance, is 5 computer, I'm not going to get grades on it or anything.
Yeah.
On record or from the perspective of Penn. You're just a student and that's what you're doing, right? I'm not going to get grades, but I could spend 20 hours on it. I look at my screen time, like this isn't normal. But I just enjoy doing it, and I don't drink coffee. I'm just okay.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
so.
Because I was actually very interested in knowing how you processed a lot of these things that was going on.
I don't process them at all.
Whoa.
I don't like it's the Ashmota thing where I have to answer the question, how did you do it? I didn't think of anything. Like, hey, Ashmota, I'm here, I'm a student. Oh, you're a student. There's a science and math quiz. Can you do it? I will try. Okay, we'll take the test. Did I qualify? Yes, I qualified. Okay, fine. That kind of thing. Not, oh, look at this head teacher. I think he's doing this because he doesn't like me.
No.
If you don't like me, that's fine. I don't need you to like me, first of all. So I think life tunes you sometimes to be not detached, but it's not really your priority, and so it's not something I care too much about.
you know what you just said is something that is so real, and you see it in a lot of like the high performance athletes that are there. They block out all the outside noise and they just focus on the moment.
I guess. Yeah.
and just moving forward.
Yeah,
and
just moving
what's right
forward.
in front of me. What do I have to do? What's at stake? Not even thinking about these different factors
No.
to why it couldn't work out or why it's not working out. It's focus on the problem.
Yeah, the problem.
And that focus is something that we all gotta learn to do, because that's something I'm learning how to do right now. It's blocking out the noise and really like cutting it through and getting to the signal. You know, funny enough, Steve Jobs, he had this thing that he kept talking about: signal and noise.
Signal and noise. Oh yeah.
Signal and noise. And he used to tell his people, his board members, that a lot of the stuff you guys are talking about is noise.
It's noise.
It's noise.
I try to, but then I'll be a bad person.
You see. So you see, that's true, because if you look at people who know Steve Jobs and who have worked with him, they'll tell you he's a horrible human being. They'll tell you that he's somebody who is a nice person to be with.
We have Apple.
But exactly, but he's brilliant. Yeah. So it's like in order to get to that, it's like a give and take. You know, in order to get to that level where you are like fully focused on what's going on, you have to be to a point like, yo, stop. I don't want to know. Like, tell me
that is something I like to say. I appreciate I don't want to know, genuinely. You know, so sometimes it could be an instance where somebody may be angry with me, where in quotes we are fighting.
Yeah.
But it's just not crossed my mind that we are even fighting. Like, I get it. I respect your opinion as a person, but I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
No, I don't want to know. It's okay. If let's say when we meet and you will not say hi, that's fine. You know, my eyes are actually bad. Yeah, so I can't even see you. Not because I've chosen to, but if I see you and I walk back, that's because I couldn't see you. I have bad eyes. And so I think, I don't know, life just tunes you, because people have been through a lot of serious things.
Yeah.
I was speaking with a friend, and the things that this friend has been through, I've not even been through like 10% of it.
Oh, wow.
And they are functioning very well.
Oh, wow.
You know, so, you know, I think about things. You just keep going and doing what keeps you running.
It's a strict information diet.
Yes. Even if you tell me, I'll forget. Like, me, I want to reduce my ALU MOSFET count. I want to optimize it. And increase efficiency. I want to optimize my PPA.
What do you think is the biggest lesson that you have learned along your journey?
I've learned a lot of things, and one of them is that not every day will be perfect. And there was a time that I kept complaining, or let's say I make a plan. I'm not really a fan of planning things to the fine details. I just like high level planning. And maybe I would put on my schedule that every day I want to study for maybe 5 hours every day. After that, I want to eat maybe so and so at this time, eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything. I want to spend so and so time doing this. And there are so many times where it was just not happening for me. You would wake up and you'd be in bed for like 2 hours looking at the ceiling. You just cannot wake up. You know, all those little things. And for me, I thought something was wrong. But I came to realize it isn't every day that it's perfect. There are days where you can feel very optimized and very efficient. And so you can work for 20 hours, 22 hours. And for some interesting reason, it's a flow state. And so you don't feel anything. But then the next day you have to pay for it, where you will have to either sleep for long, take a break from work. Yeah, so it's not always going to be perfect. I just hope to do your best and just keep going in most cases. So I think that's something I've learned. You know, so if I wake up tired,
extremely powerful.
That's okay. Tomorrow, I'm sure I won't be tired.
Definitely. Definitely. I think a lot of us, we think our bodies are machines.
Yeah. I still think.
You still think it's a machine.
Because there is no point in, let's say, an Apple device or a computer that you pick up the phone and it's like, I am tired. No. It works because it has to work. That is it.
Okay, so exclude Tyrone's ideology about our body.
That is what I know. Imagine a copper wire, right? That is supposed to conduct electricity from this point to another. there is no point in physics that says there are times where the copper wire would be tired, so the electrons will not flow. No, I didn't hear anything like that in my physics class.
So because of that,
I mean, we are all matter, right?
yeah, 100%. Okay,
Okay.
flow.
So we are all matter. And if matter doesn't get tired,
yeah.
and there are no exceptions, why should you be tired?
100%. You know what? That you guys, you know what? You said
That's what I
something
thought.
right there. Why? Or you thought?
Because if we can be tired, then it means this table, for instance, can get tired. You come in and
It
one
can get
time,
tired.
like it's on the, it's
I
broken.
mean, wear and tear is something that's real.
It's,
If you put a heavy load on this table,
that's if you put a heavy load.
hey,
But this is when it's running, like it's
it's running.
it's supporting what it's supposed to.
So see, okay, let me flow right now.
Yeah.
And let me flow. So
Okay.
you see, you're talking about this table, right?
Yes.
If you put the standard load, these are things that it can hold no problem,
Yeah.
right? And the wear and tear, you don't notice it. It's very, very minimal. But you notice over a long period of time. These are little stuff. So think about you walking, you eating, the small trivial things. However, if I come and I place another huge table or a couch upon this table, it now starts to weaken the frame a little bit.
Yeah.
And now that comes to the higher level tasks that you are doing that take a lot of energy. So there's still wear and tear that's involved with the matter. But it's just a matter of the degree and the amount.
I think you're onto something, but my definition is that what we are both regarding as heavy load is very different.
100%. So that's dependent upon what? The
Because
person.
if we are saying that, let's say, normal college life is a heavy load,
Yeah.
it means by definition we are expecting every student to break down at
Yeah.
some point
Yeah.
because it is heavy load.
To each his own.
But then the table by design has a limit.
100%.
And that limit, in my opinion, is what college already offers.
Okay.
So if we say a bachelor's degree,
Yeah.
I don't think a school intentionally designed it that if 100 students take
Yeah.
the course, 100 of them should break down.
Yeah. 100%.
Yes.
So that's dependent. You see how this table is
But
made
this
out of
table, I mean, if you put a ton of things, it
yeah,
has to break.
but that, see, listen, that also becomes the degree of the wood that's used. Certain wood has higher quality. That's
Well-
also the human being. I'm not saying human beings are less quality, higher quality, but it's the threshold to
The
withstand
threshold.
the struggle. Some people have a higher threshold than others. Just like with this table, some wood has a higher threshold than others. So it's
I
dependent.
mean, it's
It's not one table. This you can say this
Build
table is
muscle.
like us. Eh? Hey, you can develop it, but it's similar.
You could. It
Yeah.
is similar, but well, the idea is
Eh,
that
I made the thinker think. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are clipping this.
Oh yeah.
See, listen.
Well, but that's a good one.
It's a good one. Eh?
I could go on, but that is a good one.
See, listen.
Yeah.
Y'all, Tyrone,
Yeah.
if somebody came up to you right now
Mm-hmm.
and they were looking at your story, what is one thing you feel like people get wrong about you?
I feel like a lot of things, surprisingly.
Mm.
So a lot of people that I've interacted with get the impression that if, let's say, for the last 5 years I've had to do so many interviews, that I'm definitely a people person and I'm a social person. But if I have to admit, I'm not really, not that I hate people or anything, but my default is probably, I don't know, I was telling a friend one time, a vacation on a remote, you know, the memes, those islands with a coconut tree, yeah, somewhere away from people.
Drinking some coconut water.
Well, in that case, there's like a garage there, and
garage.
Yeah,
Oh, my
I'm trying
fault.
I'm trying to build something. That is like my ideal. And so when I interact with people, I've tried that several times. When I say, for instance, go to a loud party or something,
Yeah.
I'll get back, I'll feel horrible. I will feel very angry with myself, very, very bad. And so I think a lot of people get the impression that, oh yeah, you must be outgoing. I mean, you need to be outgoing to do a lot of interviews and so on. But it's not, I don't know. I don't think it's my case. I don't, because I could stay in my room for hours, days, and maybe deep in work. I don't like have a need. I mean, I have a need to socialize, but if it's not there, I wouldn't feel much has changed. It's just okay. So I think that's one thing that people, because I don't, on campus, for instance, I don't go to parties, and it's like I'm intentionally avoiding people, but I'm not.
No.
I
mean,
don't,
that's
want to
completely
be there.
fair. I think what it is, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you have a superior ability to live in the moment and to
I guess,
focus on the task that's at hand. And I think that's what's enabled you to, enter into those situations where you can show up and you can have these type of conversations where it's like not entirely in your comfort zone, and then you even add your adaptability to it. So it's like you add those different things. It allows you to kind of step outside who you really are and perform at a high level. And
perform, and very performative. But
after
once I've done
you just go back.
Especially when I get a lot of text. Let's say I post some, because I can count the number of times I've posted. I rarely post on my account. And people would naturally reach out. Hey, Tyrone, I have this question. And when I respond, I wish they wouldn't respond back. Like, please. Somebody may ask, I want to study engineering. Do you think I should do electrical or mechanical? I'll take my time, do a detailed answer, hoping. So what I try to do is I add all the best. Like, I want to close. Please don't respond. I'm begging you. I struggle with that a lot. So I've not texted a lot of people in months. And sometimes there's the complaints that I'm avoiding them, but I don't know. Something I'm actually looking at. But anyway, for non-friends, when I text, please don't respond. Because then I have to respond again, which was a lot of work for me.
You really thought about the answer.
Oh, man.
Thinking that that's the one and all.
Yeah, like,
final.
Please, Google, please.
Not even have chat. So even just put it inside.
I don't want to talk.
But they're asking you round 2.
So
round 3. Okay, I see.
Asking.
I think that this is like, I always see like life kind of like a balance, and I think that being on one side it may be a bit difficult to do the things on the other side, and I think that's what's happening right now, where it's like, I'm not just logged in, you're logged in. These things it's like, with all due respect to the people who are sending messages, in the context of things, you consider this as noise.
I don't want to, because I know they also put in their efforts. I cannot say that.
No, 100%.
But then, I remember one time it was the hair policy with the Ministry of Education, and then I made a post. And so clearly when you read the post, you can tell this is my stance.
Yeah.
And somebody will text you like DM. So what do you think about the hair policy? I'm like, did you read what I posted?
100%.
And if you read everything that I've posted, you would see, wait, this is an answer to the question. Somebody can ask you, especially on LinkedIn, can ask you, so what are you studying at Penn? Then I check my bio, computer engineering at UPenn.
You just smile.
Did you read?
You just have to smile. You just have to smile. Sometimes people just don't have conversation. They're just looking
but you can think of something more efficient. That is very efficient.
It's like, you see, listen, you guys, he's not saying don't message him. He's not saying that.
I wouldn't reach out to, let's say, a professor at Penn and say, so what is your career? What do you do? I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that.
No.
So he's not saying don't reach out to him. He's saying when you're coming,
say something.
At least just have something.
Yes, substance. Like, I've been reading a lot about computer engineering. Do you think it's an important, do you think it's an important course in the next 10 years, in the next decade, or does it have more to do with software than hardware, or what is computer engineering like at Penn? Something
like that.
But if you ask me, what is your school? And then it's like it's on my bio. It's there. Like it's not like it's hidden. It's the first thing you see.
Like, something. Someone is going to ask you that exact question.
They always do.
In your LinkedIn. The same way you even said it, they will just message you like that.
I don't know why, honestly.
Give it to you. Now you said it, so I'm asking you the question.
Like you could. It is well.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Listen. Okay, for those who are looking, who wanna get in contact with you or follow your
Yeah.
journey, what's the best place that they can go to?
I think they can always reach out, but I'm not saying I have billions of messages, but to me, responding to one message can be very difficult. Difficult in that I just want to be as efficient as I can be. So if I'm responding, I want to respond in it. I want to do it well. I don't want to have to give a half baked answer. So there are people that when they can ask a single line, and I'll do, if I have to do research, I'll actually do to make sure that everything that I'm saying to the best of my knowledge is correct,
Yeah.
so that you can rely on it. Sometimes you do that and the response is somebody coming to do a thumbs up. You know, it's happened multiple times where it was like 3 a.m. I said, okay, let me respond to my LinkedIn messages. I do a whole paragraph. And then the person came to respond, thumbs up. Like, of course.
Yeah, that'd be how it
Maybe
is.
thank you is a
it.
long thing to
That's
say.
it's efficient. That'd be efficiency.
Well, that's fine, but that is your last time. Next time, go look for AI somewhere and answer your questions. That is your first and last.
Nah,
And then
see.
it's, I would want to say like thank you. I think it's a natural thing to say.
Yeah.
Thank you. But sometimes somebody could feel, especially young students, they could feel very entitled. Then I get confused because I've been in their position. I've also been to junior high school in Ghana. During our times, we were not entitled to a lot of things. So I get very confused. And then sometimes they ask questions and then poor punctuation and they'll put a lot of question marks. I'm like, hey, why?
Yeah. Let there be some, I just meeting someone for the first time. Have
Putting
some
a lot of
degree
question marks.
punctuation, some
Do I
degree of
report to you?
professionalism or something.
All those little
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
And for hardware or for computer engineering, attention to detail is important. So I'm not looking out for the but I will somehow notice. I wouldn't email my professor and put question marks.
Yeah.
Hey.
100%. And it's not like he's saying like he's in this position that he's warranting of these things, but it's just a
you
simple
all
like
get
etiquette.
here, it's fine.
Yes, it's just something that
Yeah.
you're just supposed to do.
That's my point.
It's plain and simple. That's what it is. So like you just have to know how to approach people, especially if you're approaching them in a professional aspect, quotes and unquotes. There's a way that you go around it. So yeah, I 100%.
There was a
I
time
see
that
what you're saying.
we had Grammarly. When I'm texting someone, right, I will go and put it, I was doing all of that, and the response is thumbs up. I'm
Thumbs
like,
up, yeah. Bim.
Vim. That's it.
I see.
Because when my professor, for instance, texts, one of my responses, thank you for getting back to me. I appreciate this one. So
100%.
yes, I don't. But you text someone with the
And
thumbs
they do
up,
thumbs
and
up.
it's not once, it's not twice, it's not even thrice.
just give you the bam
I was
straight.
like, okay, fine. I'm a computer engineer. Let me just focus on my career.
bro, Tyrone.
Yes.
This thing has been amazing. This
Yeah.
chance to just sit here and chat and to chop it up. Listen,
Yeah.
I hope you guys have enjoyed what we are talking about so far. If this has been something that you've enjoyed, follow, bro. We are bringing more and more videos like this. And hey, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Look at the new studio, bro. God is good, bro.
Yeah,
we are moving.
we are doing that. It's awesome.
You
to
see
be
how
honest.
we're moving in
Yeah.
this? Yes, correct. So you guys, listen. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time today, and we do have to bring this to a close. But
Yes.
yeah, as I said, if you guys are looking to follow his journey, it is Tyrone Marghuy. You put that on Google, you will find him. Like it's not even a question. This guy is everywhere. Okay,
Yeah.
you be celebable. So really, you have to just And then
Yeah.
as for me, if you're looking to follow your boy on his journey as well, my name Tristan Canfor-Dumas. You also search me too. I haven't reached that yet. So when you search me, just have to look at the second or third link.
Yeah.
Then I'll be there. So we just move like that. Correct.
Yeah.
And then finally, what else I was going to come to ask you, crap?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, who would you like to see come on the show?
On the show?
Yeah, if you could pick anybody, like anything, like anybody whatsoever, who's somebody you'd like to see come on the show?
I think there are actually a lot of people I can think of, but like people doing amazing things, right?
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of them coming into Penn this semester. I mean, next semester, for instance.
Okay.
There are also a couple of them who I learned from.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because there are people who I saw they had taken the SAT, for instance, and the scores they got, I also wanted to get the same thing.
100%.
Yes. So then there are a lot of them out there. I can't mention names, but I know there are a lot of them.
100%.
Top of my head, so
Okay.
many.
So you there, don't worry, we chat after
Yeah.
and get some names down there.
Mm.
But yeah, listen, you guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Bro, this has been an amazing podcast. And yeah, without further ado, I believe in you. We believe in you. Go and make the world a better place. And remember, don't just live life, but thrive.